Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sneha S from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today we'll be discussing evolutionary process model from software engineering. So let us begin with evolutionary model is a model where we follow two approaches that are incremental model and iterative model. Why are we using an evolutionary model? Because of its adaptability, where it shows flexibility to the changing requirements as the changes are, whenever the requirements are changing from a user's perspective, it is very easy to adapt the changes. That's why we're using this model. And also early user feedback provides opportunity for early user feedback and iteration. Like, is there if there is any changes a user wants and that changes have to be changed, it is very easy for us to change and make the iterations possible. The next is the characteristics of evolutionary model. Firstly, it is iterative. Means you can make multiple cycles of the design, development, and testing. Second is it is incremental. You can add new features whenever you want. You can add a new feature. And next, the thing is it gives you an opportunity to give your feedback, which enhances the development process. Now let us see the working model. First, you'll think of a software concept that you want to develop, and then you'll think of the requirements, like basic requirements which are required. Then you'll design the architecture and the system core, and then develop a first version. And if you're not satisfied with the version, you will deliver the version to the customer, and the customer will give you give you a feedback like, please incorporate some new changes. Then you go for the requirements changing and develop a version again. And this cycle keeps repeating until the customer is satisfied with the given model, and hence you then deliver the final version of the software. So how this iterative process works? First, you'll analyze the requirements, then you'll design the system, then you'll test if the system is proper no, and then you'll deploy it and release it to the users. And then the users will give you the feedback, and hence this can be used to define the system. Next is the incremental model. How are we using this incremental model in the evolutionary model? First increment is you will think of the core functionality of the system is developed and deployed. Second, now you'll first basically make a basic feature of that particular software. Like, what are the basic requirements? You'll fulfill that. And if there is any additional feature that to be added, you will be doing it in the second increment. And in the third increment, the system is refined and enhanced further. Like, if there is any changes in the future, that changes have to be adapted and modified very quickly with the system. So this third increment is made. And this is a spiral model where this evolutionary model is actually a spiral model where you're using the incremental and iterative models to form a spiral model. Here you will be doing the risk analysis. Your potential risks are identified and analyzed. Next is a prototype. Where the prototype is developed and tested, and the user feedback is gathered and incorporated. The system is development and implemented. The deployed system is released to the users. And if there is any feedback further, it can again be done from the requirement phase. So what can be the advantages of evolutionary model? Firstly, it is flexible, very easy to adapt to the changes. Next, early feedback. It provides an opportunity for user feedback and validation. Thirdly, it is faster time to market, allows for incremental releases and faster, like now a software is developed and it can give you the option of updates. So whenever you update, the changes are implemented and incremented in it. So what can be the disadvantages of this? Requirement clarity requires well-defined initial requirements to guide development. See, the base of the model should be very perfectly defined because you can make further changes only if the base is proper. And next is the complexity management. Managing the complexity of multiple iteration releases can be challenging. If there are users are having very different opinions in the changes, then it is very hard to incorporate them at once. And next is documentation. Maintaining comprehensive documentation throughout iteration can be time consuming. If you have to keep changing your document like from the beginning that the requirements are changing, it is very difficult to identify the changes and document them. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel.